pressure under my control now. I lock my stance and brace my weight against the floor down. I take the hit and feed it back into a harder form again. No open hands, I hold the line with knuckles set in stone. I let the riff drive forward like a piston in my ribs hard. Contained but cutting, this is how my system learns to stand. Each step is tight, the meter clicks, the wrists stay wired. I bite the air and turn the dial to traction in the gears. The pull inside keeps rising, but I never let it spill out. I shift the load, then realign the spine and set again. Low strings carve patterns, and my chest keeps time with iron. I stay on tempo, pushing grit through every measured bar. I don't need screams to prove weight I carry in my throat. I press the phrase with edges clean but far from soft here. The tension holds like cable drawn across a narrow frame. I lean into it, letting friction teach my body its shape. Another count, another turn, the force becomes a hard habit. No pause, no drift, I keep the drive in tight restraint. Inside this cage of muscle, breath is engineered tonight. I cut the corners, keep it strict, no extra space to fade. I keep the chorus blunt, a hammer swing with steady hands. The verse stays lean, a razor run that never loses bite. I feel room compress, then I respond with heavier strokes. Still grounded, still advancing, every strike is in control. I won't retreat, I won't implode, I won't look for relief. I take the cost to make it serve the structure that I need. The pressure trains my focus like a weight upon the neck. I turn the fear into a lever and force it into place here. Not pretty, not polite, just discipline with teeth and steel. A hard resolve that stays intact when everything is tested. Karnex is the shape I keep when limits close around my chest. A loaded force kept tight that never asked for any grace. I hold the center, keep the torque aligned with every step. I stay within the range, but push the edge on every turn. Six strings tied drums, my drive stays pinned and precise. This is the weight that holds its form and never lets go. The strings bite dry and split the air with no delay tonight. I brace my shoulders, let the tension grind across my frame. No warmth inside this pull, just friction carving out resolve. I set my teeth and ride the scrape that sharpens every move. The riff runs lean, no wasted tone, it cuts and holds its line. I stand inside the rasp and keep my balance under load. Each measure clicks like gears that never learn to rest. I feel the edge unravel thread by thread beneath my edge exposed. The force is thin but constant wearing form into the core. I set the angle, lean into it, and let the scrape define. No excess heat, just abrasion shaping will and bone. The line holds firm because it's never dressed in ease. A hardened stance that learns to stand by staying raw. Drive Fray, the state I keep when comfort falls away from view. A sharpened drive that holds its pitch without a single flare. I keep the torque aligned and let the contact teach me form. No swelling, rise a steady cut that proves its weight in time. 6 strings way down, the kids say strict, the pace is locked. This is the grind that keeps its edge and never asks for more. The mass and feel it settle deeper every measured step. No lift arrives, just added force that tightens through the frame. The pull stays down, it never turns into a sudden climb. I lock my breath and let the pressure teach me how to stand. The riff moves low and wide, a grind that drags against the floor. This weight stays true because it never has to leave the ground. Drops heavy, landing flat without a single bounce. The drums insist on contact, skin to shell with no release. I feel the strain collect and stack like plates along the spine. No upward rush, just constant drag that tests the joints and will. I track the load and keep it set and where it hurts the most. The downward truth that holds me here and makes me hold it back. This is not failure, this is force without the a state where staying put requires more than moving on. I brace the core and feel the mass correct my posture hard. The phrase stays blunt, no art to chase, no peak to decorate. I grind the line and let it sit unresolved and dense. The power lives in weight that never turns into escape. Hey! The verse stays pressed, a narrow lane with ceiling set too low. The chorus hits but stays compressed, no lift to clear the roof. I keep the motion pinned beneath the ceiling made of load. The bass pulls down, the kid agrees, the floor stays close. No hands in there, just fists to keep the center locked. A held position that demands respect through every bar. I won't convert this drag into a reason to look up. I learned the craft of staying strong beneath the constant press. The longer that it holds, the more precise the shape becomes. I feel the mass and find the limits that I choose to keep. No sudden break, no moment meant to carry me away. Just discipline that grows by never seeking height. Weight without rise is how I name this grounded force. A measured drag that keeps the system honest and aligned. I hold it down and let it prove the strength I never show. 6 strings stay low, the drums stay flat, the drive stays set. This form survives by staying dense and fully occupied. I stand inside the load and let it finish what it starts. Lie beneath my steps against the drift without a sound. Not broken, not just slowly pulling distance into pulse. I feel the shift before it shows in anything I say. A quiet change that rewrites how I carry inside. Nothing collapses, but nothing fits the way it used to. The balance bends in ways I never planned to test. I hold my breath and let the pressure choose its path. A gentle misalignment held beneath the frame. I keep my posture while the axis moves below, lighting how much change a body can sustain. I know shakes balance back to where we lived before. I let the outset settle into something real. The weight adjusts, no motion flows, our breath evens. It's still the clown with uses for creaming when everything has stripped of motion and intent. What stays is how that surface no longer feels secure. I keep my foot while letting part of me remain. Feel of the line that shifts but never breaks apart. Sunderline was scared I hoped when Nazi splits into a quiet church that shakes me more than any fall. I stay intact but not aligned the way I was, and let the difference finish what it starts. The pressure moves sideways through the quiet of my chest. Not enough to break me, just enough to make me bend. I feel the strain divide my focus inch by inch. A subtle pull that never asks for my consent. Nothing crashes, nothing tears the ground apart. It's a slow misalignment under steady breath. I stay intact, but something shifts inside, like holding form while parts begin to drift. The sound stays low, the strings are stretched and bare. Each note arrives already worn and thin. I let the space between them do the work and feel the cut without the need to bleed. This share doesn't shout, it leads and waits. A quiet force that tests the bonds I keep. I don't resist, I simply hold the frame and listen to the strain move through me. The chorus doesn't rise, it spreads apart, widening that makes the weight more clear. I feel the sides pull slightly out of sync and learn how much division I can bear. I don't fall, but I'm not the same shape. The pressure leaves a mark without a sound, a sideways truth that never lets me rest, yet never pushes hard enough to end it. I don't fall, but I'm not the same shape. The pressure leaves a mark without a sound, a sideways truth that never lets me rest, yet never pushes hard enough to end. When the motion fades, the tension stays. Not sharp, not gone, just permanently there. This is the cut that changes how I stand, a shear that shapes me by refusing depth. I stand where the surface thins, and every step asks for intent. No warning signs, just narrowed ground that that sharpens my focus. The drop stays close enough to feel, but never pulls me down. I keep my weight distributed, testing how far I can lean. The riff cuts tight, a tense outline drawn along the rim. This edge exists to measure how much pressure I can hold. Each count clicks short like boots aligned along a ledge. The drums stay strict, no sway allowed beyond the mark. I feel the margin shrink and force attention into place. No room for drift, each motion trimmed to what is needed. The strength stays present, humming just beneath control. A constant check that keeps the system fully awake. This isn't fear, it's accuracy sharpened by demand. A state where balance costs more than blind momentum. I brace the core and let the nearness train my stance. The free stays lean, it's timing pulled against the drop. I don't step back, I don't rush forward into noise. I stay precise where error would arrive too fast. The verse walks close, each bar pressed tight against the line. The chorus hits but never widens past the edge. No lift above, just added weight held at the limit. The bass pulls steady, the kid insists on narrow ground. I feel the brink to find the shape I'm forced to keep. A held position where resolve replaces comfort. I won't cross just to escape the pressure of staying here. I learned the craft of standing firm with space reduced. The edge refines the way I place my force and breath. No wasted reach, no careless shift beyond the mark. The longer that I stay, the clearer structure gets. A discipline born from staying where mistakes cost most. The sound stays sharp within compression through the ribs. Six strings stay tight, the drums remain exact and dry. I match the pace to what the surface will allow. Not faster, not slower, just controlled against the rim. The dry survives by honoring the narrow path and never asking ground to offer more than this. At the edge is where I keep my form under demand. A measured stance that trades comfort for precision. I hold the line till the chorus hits, but stays compressed, no lift to clear the roof. I keep the motion pinned beneath the ceiling made of low. The bass pulls down, the kid agrees, the floor stays close. No hands in there, just fists to keep the center locked. A held position that demands respect through every ball. Into a reason to look up. I learned the craft of staying strong beneath the constant press. The longer that it holds, the more precise the shape becomes. I feel the mass define the limits that I choose to keep. No sudden break, no moment meant to carry me away. Just discipline that grows by never seeking height. Weight without rise is how I name this grounded force. A measured drag that keeps the system honest and aligned. I hold it down and let it prove the strength I never show. Six strings stay low, the drums stay flat, the drive stay set. This form survives by staying dense and fully occupied. I stand inside the load and let it finish what it starts. I shift my weight, a fraction off the center just to feel it bite. The balance tilts but never falls, it sharpens where I stand. A minor move rewrites the load and sends it through my spine. I keep it wrong on purpose, let the tension stay misaligned. The riff leans left, the drums pull right, a lock between the pole. This offset keeps me present, every muscle forced awake. The count runs straight, but I resist the comfort of the grid. I press against the meter, let it scrape along the edge. No symmetry to hide behind, each hit demands control. The space between the notes stays tight and slightly bent. I track the push and pull and hold the gap without repair. A measured flaw that keeps keep